Alrighty, welcome back. We're gonna build the transmission for the off-road ElCamino. I've got a old turbo 400 donor. I don't even remember the story on it. So we're gonna open it up and find out what's inside. It does turn by hand, so it's not completely rusted together, but there's a little moisture evidence. So we'll find out, rebuild it. The reason I choose these 400s is they're tough as nails. Ooh, that's a good sign. A gallon of water shoots out the bottom. That's always good to see the health of your transmission when water comes out. We'll find out. I don't know how long it's been sitting outside, because it was sitting outside before I got it, I think, so. Well, it's starting to turn red. The fluid's turning red now. Always water your transmissions. See what's behind door number 1. Oh, got stuck. A little bit of goo, a little bit of material. It's a deep pan version, so that means it came from a truck, but it's not an 8-bolt pump, it's a 6-bolt pump, which means it's a little bit lighter duty than some other options, but still one of the strongest transmissions Chevy made back when Chevy had good transmissions. Now they're almost bad as Dodges in the new stuff, so it's unfortunate. Let me show you. It could be a lot worse. There could be rust and grime on the valve body, but there was enough oil in here keeping it from corroding, which is good. These filters are so goofy. They have a bolt that goes through this hole that's ovaled on purpose, and the filter just kind of floats there in the pan. It's not very secure. It doesn't make you feel comfortable putting it on. But look at that, that's clean inside, so it's good. It's good. 6-bolt pump. A couple holes in the case that could be here. They didn't use them with this pump. This is a little lighter duty than others. I don't plan on changing the bell housing, cutting it off, putting a race bell on it, so we should be okay to use it as is. Oh, that was tight. That's the vacuum actuator. It tells when you hit the throttle, it'll kick down gears rather than a cable. These 400s use vacuum to sense that, but we're gonna delete all that, modify the valve body so when you slam it in first, it goes to first and stays there until you shift to second. Because in stock form, Chevy transmissions, these older ones, they have the governor, and if it's spinning up certain RPM, it will shift to second whether you're in low first shift position or not. It'll do it for you, which is sometimes good for idiot drivers, but sometimes you want to hold first and not have it shifting like on the straightaways. You want it to just hold first as long as you want before you manually shift to second. So we're going to modify the valve body for that. These plastic tubes are kind of sketchy. There's metal upgrades, but this one's actually in really good shape. We're gonna pull the valve body. Man, the gasket looks brand new. Maybe this has been into recently. These are the tubes that are under the governor, so it senses how much pressure kicks down the gear. That's all clean on the valve body, so that's a good sign. Got a new adapter and the ring's tight. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle of this car. So. Probably gonna have a 5.3 running it. Turbo 400 trans. Some random 1-ton transfer case that came with the trans. It's a Borg Warner setup. A little bit of moisture in here I'm seeing. That gasket is going bye-bye. This has all the check valves still in it, so it's stock. You can modify where check valves are or not. Changes the controls. Not too dirty though, just a little bit of moisture on everything. We count the check valves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is all. That's a lot. Probably gonna have 2 in it when I'm done with it. Let's show you. I'm pulling the pump housing right now. Pulling the pump. Here we go.
Or just a shock number. You have a shock number?
Perfect. Now you can see inside. It's actually not that bad. A little surface rust, but it's looking really clean. This looks like a freaking brand new unit. Other than some surface rust from being in the elements for a while. Looking good so far. Not too bad. Clean that up with a little emery cloth. Ooh, it's a little rough on that side. And there's a special 12-point socket bolt that holds the whole assembly in the case. And it has a feed hole through it. We're gonna pull that. Just pulled the special bolt in the center. You can see maybe there's a little hole. Fluid supplies through the bolt. It's kind of unique. Special bolt, don't lose that one. Now, should be able to pull stuff out. Like that. Reverse band looks brand freaking new. There's a snap ring time. This snap ring has a bevel to it, and the bevel has to go up, I believe. Down, actually. Well, man, that's a hard bevel to see. One of the ways, I'll look at the book. Man, not bad. Not burned. Ooh, that one is a little toasty, a little black. Not bad at all. Jeez. Now this is the snap ring with the bevel, the second snap ring. I knew one of them had it. That snap ring has a definite bevel and it has to go up. This is called the stator. One way clutch, basically. Only lets this spin on, doesn't let it go back the other way. Parking call, when you slam it in park, you hear that click, 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 and then it stops. This is what it's jumping on. Planetaries look good. Output shaft looks good. There's the last band and it looks perfect. This transmission probably would have worked perfectly fine. What the heck? But at least now I know it'll be clean, nice, with rebestos. Is that how you say it? Rebestos frictions. They're better than what is in it. Show you. These are smooth, flat, a little worn, a little heat in them, so it's good we're doing it. Then we can hold it on the rev limiter and have some fun. Yeah, the thrust washers at the back, and the case is pretty much gutted. I could pull this parking assembly out, but it doesn't change whether it's in or out, so we'll wash it, see what it's like after that. I've got the case cleaned in the green machine. And it looks good. Now I just gotta blow it out and then start putting it back together. Fun stuff. Noisy. Look how pretty it is. Nice and clean. Happy as can be. I've got clutches installed in the drums, so those are looking good. About ready to go back together. I'm not sponsored, but this stuff's awesome. It's called assembly goo. It's when you have like this output shaft going in upside down into the case. You're supposed to have this thrust washer on the back of it, and every time you lift it up it falls off. But this assembly goo allows you to pre-lube the washer while making it stick in place. So you get pre-lube assembly and it sticks it. So you can hold it upside down and it won't fall out. At least that's the plan. Then the snap ring. Clutches next. These ones are good, but we're gonna put some brand new ones in. These new frictions have little holes to relieve the fluid out of them. It's supposed to help. It's looking pretty in there. Putting some of the final steps together. Wow, that couple more clutches to line up. Now it's in. Beautiful. Perfect. So, we're modifying this valve body so that it will hold first no matter the RPM. So, we have to plug this port and grind a little bit off the valve inside. So I pulled the roll pin out, flip this over and get the spool valve out. Maybe I'll get this out. Come on! Need a pick. Out. Move out. Alright, that was kind of a pain in the butt, but I got that valve out and this goes behind it. And we need to grind 2 flats on each side of this, just on this front part, to allow fluid by, and plug that hole. And then this thing should boot, scoot, and boogie in first gear no matter the RPM, so I can hold her wide open at 7,000 and it'll stay there. Alrighty. Got this little guy ground down. Can you see that? Nice and not very pretty like, but it works. Now I need to tap this hole to 1/4 inch coarse thread, and then I'll put one of these Allen head plugs in it. Definitely feels weird, just drilling right into a valve body. Necessary for speed, power. That was pretty easy to tap for a cast housing. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing you any of this. I tapped it. Now we'll clean out the debris. Put a little Loctite on this set screw and put it back together. Tighten my little screw. Booyah. Loctited. There's the finished product. Can you see it? Beautiful little plug. Put down in there. Sweet. You get some to the point of putting the valve body on. That one's not the happiest. Messed that. Snugged up. Park. Reverse. Neutral. Drive. Second. First. Alrighty. See the goofy filter? You can see right where it sits in the pan and rubs. Everything is there, I believe. That's the wrong way. This is the right way. We only used 2 of our 6 check balls. See what happens. Feels weird to leave parts out. That many parts out. Putting the finishing touches on it. Making it look like a real race transmission. Should put racing stripes down the back. Alright, I got the front end up and on the stand. Now I gotta move to the back and lift it up. But this could get interesting if it slides off that stand as I go up.